Hey everyone, welcome back to lizfenwickdiy. In today's video, we are in my master bedroom and I'm showing you some easy DIYs that are perfect for your master bedroom. I love focusing on nightstands for doing DIYs. So I wanted to add some decorative trays to the side of my bed. So I went to the thrift store and found these two little, I'm assuming they're drawers from some kind of chest or something, and they were 50 cents each. So $1 for both I thought was a great deal. So to dress them up, I took my painter's tape and I painted around the handle because I didn't want to get any paint on there. And then I decided to use the color Moss by Waverly, and I did 2 coats of paint on the trays. Once that had a chance to dry, I came back in and decided to wet distress. To wet distress, what you want to do is get a rag and completely saturate the rag. You want to wring it out, and then next you're just going to use it like you would sandpaper, and you're going to pull the paint off of your piece. Now this is totally preference, so you can do as little or as much as you like. I kind of wanted quite a bit of paint pulled off of there, so I did quite a bit. And then from there, you just want to let it dry because your piece will be wet from there. Next, I took the tape off of my handle and just removed any excess paint that had gotten on the handle. There's so much that you could do with these on your bedside. You could put some decorative pieces. I decided to put in some faux plants and jars that I had. And then I also have this decorative box that I keep in there remotes and things that I need on the side of my bed. And here's a look at how the trays turned out. In any master bedroom, it's important to have amazing bedding. So I want to thank today's sponsor, Home Depot, for sending me today's bedding, and I just think it's amazing. The 500 thread count Egyptian cotton sateen sheet and duvet set from Home Decorators collection is perfect and such a great option in a neutral space. The 500 thread count soft and silky 100% Egyptian long staple cotton is perfect for having low pilling, and it keeps it really smooth and luxurious. I picked out the gray, but it also comes in coordinating shades of solids and also damask stripes. And I think that you can dress this up with adding decorative pillows and just making it yours throughout the year. So with this set, I have a sheet set that has a fitted sheet and a flat sheet, and it also has 2 pillows. And the duvet cover that I have also comes with 2 sham pillows. And I love duvet covers because I feel like I can change them out whenever I want, and I just love how fluffy and soft they are to sleep with. The duvet just feels so soft, and I know that it's going to be a great night's sleep. If you're interested in checking out the bedding on my bed, I'll leave a link down below in the description box so you can go check it out. And who does not love having bedding that's 100% Egyptian cotton? So we're not done with the DIYs. I have several more to share with you. This next one, you guys, this may be my new favorite DIY project because it's so adorable. I know you're gonna love it. So I was at my thrift store shopping, and on half price day, I love to look at the furniture. I spotted this bench. It was this color of blue that wasn't my favorite, and they had $18 on it, so that meant I got it for $9, which I thought was a great deal for this bench. So I came in with 2 coats of Waverly white chalk paint and painted this bench. Now my tip whenever you're painting benches is you want to start on the underside. So I flipped it over and I did the underside first. From there, I flip it back over. That way you make sure you get all those areas underneath. And I also find if you get drips, when you flip it back over, you're able to go over those really quickly. So I couldn't just leave it white. You guys know me, so I had to add a little something to it. So what I decided to do was put a stripe down the whole center of the bench. So to measure this off, I took some painter's tape, and I also used my cutting mat as a measuring tool. You could use a tape measure, ruler, whatever you have on hand. That's just what I had. And I laid my mat down and I measured in 3 inches on both sides, and I put tape down. And then I repeated those same steps on the other side. Now to make a straight line, what I did with my painter's tape is just pull off a big piece and tape it to one side and then just tape it down to the other side. That's gonna give me a straight line because I've measured on both sides, and I'll do that with both lines of tape. Now I have nice straight lines to paint in. And I'm going to be coming in with that same moss color, so it kind of goes with what I did on my trays. And I'll do 2 coats of moss on my center stripe. Now's my favorite part, removing that tape to show a nice clean line. Now I know some people have asked me, how do you get a nice clean line? I would make sure that when you put your tape down that you really push that tape down, because sometimes when we're going too fast we get like bubbles underneath and the paint will seep underneath. So next I'm going to add a stencil, and this stencil was sent to me by my friends at Stencil Revolution, and it says you and me. And how perfect is this, you guys, for a master bedroom? I just thought it would be adorable sitting at the end of my bed. So I'm going to paint this, and I wanted it to really stand out. At first I thought of doing it gray, and then I decided I wanted to make it black. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments, did I make the right choice or should I have gone with the gray? And I'm just going to use a stencil brush, and this color is actually ink by Waverly, and I'm going to stencil in with the black ink color. To keep this from bleeding, make sure that you do a nice thin coat. When you use too much paint, it's going to seep under the edges. And the other thing I like to do is I like to put my hand next to where I'm actually stenciling, because sometimes if you're not careful, it'll just kind of flip under and then you get paint where you don't want it. So those are my 2 tricks to try to keep it from bleeding. So anytime that I'm going to have a piece of furniture that's going to have a lot of traffic, going to be sat on, I like to seal it. So what I'm using is a high performance flat sealer that I had on hand, and I'm just going to do a light coat over my piece, and I'll let that dry completely. And here's the look at how my adorable bench turned out in my bedroom. So for our next project, you may even have this item in your house and probably could do this DIY without even going to the store. So I found this little cute basket for 25 cents at my thrift store, and I loved the little pattern on it and wanted to jazz it up just a little bit. I was feeling like a geometric pattern on this. So I started off by cutting painter's tape in 3-inch strips. So once I got 6 strips, I I put them at an angle facing each other on my basket. And I did this slowly just to make sure that they were as even as possible. And I repeated this 3 times on my basket. From there, I came back in and I took painter's tape and I went all the way around my basket. And again, just really pushing that tape down so that when I come back in and paint, I won't be getting it underneath the painter's tape. I'm gonna come back in with 1 coat of Waverly white chalk paint and I'm gonna paint in between my lines. And then from there, all I have to do is remove that painter's tape, let the piece completely dry. And then how cute is this with a faux plant in it sitting out on my dresser? I think this is adorable. All right, you guys, you'll have to let me know which of these 3 projects was your favorite. I mean, for me, it's definitely the bench, but I would love to know what you guys think. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe by hitting that red button. And if you missed our last video, I'm gonna link it here. And if you're interested in picking up my bedding from Home Depot, I'm gonna link it down in the description box. And I'll talk to you guys in our next one. Bye.